Hello everyone, this is Zovio. I've decided to make this video for several reasons. The first one, I get a really cool Criticola kill on this and I plan on making it its own frag highlight. Actually I get two, but yeah, that's going to be its own video. Right now I'm going to be talking about the importance of sportsmanship. You see, TF2 is played competitively as a sport. In case you couldn't have told from my many competitive videos. And one of the most important things of any sport is to be a good sport. For instance, I have the role of basketball on my team. I do not, however, allow bowling on my team because that is not a good sport. The other team over there are a bunch of pokers. They are not good sports. You see, this is Highlander, and as it is obvious by the payload map, the fact that it was an engineer at the start. Yes, it's Highlander. And in Highlander, it's two very simple rules. You play 9v9, and you have one of every class. This is usually thought to be assured. Everybody should know that. It's kind of the entire basis of Highlander. Well, these other people apparently did not. Something they did at the start was try to start off with 9v10. I don't know how they thought to get away with that. I am able to read numbers. But, I digress. After we finally got them to remove one person on their team and they stayed in spec, and I'm sure they weren't ghosting or anything, or cheating, they finally started, and this is where it sort of went downhill from there. You see, that's their scout. Def Jam Productions. I want you to keep track of that. Every scout I kill, and see who that is. Also, this is sort of the I like Criticola, you know, medic drop. Yes, it's the I love Criticola, the episode. Okay, so there's their scout again, Def Jam Productions. Here's our demo slash soldier slash occasional sniper numbers. He's not the best of sports, but he's up there. I'd say at least baseball. Oh yes, I also liked this in this scrim, which was the first official pre-season scrim. It was something like that. It would determine your placement on the UGC roster. Wow, can I hit a single shot? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you were ever under the impression that I was actually good at Team Fortress 2, I'd like you to throw that right out the window. I'm not a good player, I'm just not. I sort of lost my train of thought there from just how badly I played that life. In my defense, though, I am a soldier main who was tasked to play scout. So yes, the other team, not very good sports. You see, they changed up their roster slightly by having 2 scouts, at one point 3 scouts, 2 snipers, you know, things like that. I'm fairly certain. Oh, look at that, the scout looking for Team Will, and there was another scout behind me. Yeah. So, this is about where they started. It was really... like, I thought that was just their spy. Like, that seems like the obvious thing to assume. That's their spy... just... yeah, that's their spy disguising as their own team. Thank you, Tongue. If you could work today, that would be very nice. Well, it turns out that wasn't. I believe it's going to be coming up in a minute or so. I 1v2 both of their scouts and probably die because it's a 1v2 and I suck at scout. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is, these people just had no respect for the game. They tried playing 9v10. Second half they were playing at even less Highlandery. The second half they were playing 7v9 then 5v9 because all of their, they had just half their team were ringers, which are substitutes who aren't on the official roster as substitutes. And after the first half, they just left. And this team, if I remember correctly, we were talking about them afterwards. It turns out they were meant to be in iron, but for some reason they were moved up to steel because they had a few seasoned players on their team, and it seemed unfair in steel. Oh yeah, so there's a scout. In case you missed it, there was a scout in the background there. I'll make sure to slow down the video so you can all see that. And the heavy! This is really embarrassing. I miss the heavy. It's just so much pressure. Oh look, there's a scout again. It's just so much pressure, because the heavy, I have to kill him really quickly, or else he'll kill me instantly. And it's just so much pressure, I can't... Oh look, there's another scout. I just can't do it sometimes. Like, especially, because their heavy was kind of their carrying player. He was good. Their scouts kind of better than me, but still. So their heavy was probably the seasoned player. Oh look, force pop. Probably, I think that was a force pop from me. Force popping of their Uber, so they sort of waste some of it. And their spy ran Enforcer Deadringer, I believe, so I have even less respect. Look, there's two scouts at once here. I'm fighting them both. I'm gonna die here. Because I'm just like, wait, which one of these is the spy? Then they both shoot me. Yeah, so I had a lot of fun doing that. I really wish I was the soldier. Our soldier... I don't know why our soldier was Borg. He's our... one of our subs, that we have so many people who can play soldier. Yes, Mr. Roke, the team... Their own team wanted to ban them. Yeah, that's kind of a bad team. That's kind of a bad time there when your own team wants to ban you. I just want to kill this spy right now. I'm like, no! When you... Because he's just not following any of their leader's directions, I think. He tried starting off on our team at the start. I don't know why or to what purpose he was doing that. But, you know, that's all I know what he was doing. Also, Criticola just means I can't hit a single shot. I don't know why. And I also get stuck in walls. I'm gonna pick the hybrid and blame lag on that one. But yeah, I believe at some point they also had 2 snipers, which seemed, you know, like, I assumed that it was like one of them was a spy, but apparently they were both shooting. I didn't see it, so I'll just take my team's word for it. And yeah, this is the I love using Criticola, I don't care how many times it kills me, the episode. Oh, look, I did 10 damage, 40, and medic drop. Their team didn't even turn around. Like, I was right in front of their demo. He didn't turn around. They just let their medic drop, or die, or... I think that was a drop. But, it's just... They don't seem to really care about their team actually following the rules. And, so, here's their spy again. He probably would have managed to make it there if I wasn't shooting him, you know? Our sentry can't seem to stay up. I don't remember what Piglet was using. Sneaky Piglet, he's our engineer. So at this point I'm like, forget it, I'm gonna just melee him to death. I just don't care right now. Like, there's no chance of them winning. I just want to humiliate Mr. Roke, and I'm pretty sure he was their heavy. Yeah, unfortunately, I almost did it, but he pointed at me for half a second, and he was a heavy. And this is the story about how we won our first Highlander pre-season scrim. Like, the official one that decides what place you get. So, yeah, this has been Zovio. I hope I impressed upon everybody the importance of sportsmanship in a sport. And remember, always remember, be basketball, don't be bowling. Goodbye.